service coordinators are social workers, friends, and families.
It is really what makes the difference between the bricks and sticks and really the quality of life of our residents.
It is an incredible asset to have a service coordination program on site.
It's not so much about taking care of others as it is how to serve them. And when you serve others, you build them up. You see them as your equal. Sometimes when you think about taking care of someone, it means they're a bit broken. They're not on the same level as you, and you've got to, you've got to take care of them, as opposed to, I'm here to serve you.
You know, it's to help the residents to grow, let them be useful.
Assisting in activities which they can have meaningful socialization, being able to access the supports and the services in the community, whether it's visiting nurses, linking them to transportation, to medical, to pharmacy, to necessary shopping, and they so improve the quality of life that it's in such a multiplicity of ways.
Trust is a major issue when you have a service coordinator. A service coordinator has to develop relationships with our residents who have not been in situations where they have trusted the establishment or the other organization. So we get a chance to advocate for our residents and they see the benefits.
Service coordination is exactly that. It's being an advocate, being there for residents, so that when you build that relationship and that trust, they come to you and they talk to you about their issues so that you can be their resource, be the facilitator, be the support that they need that some of them just don't have in their life.
We are the mouthpiece of the resident to help them get services, to help advocate for them, and I just love doing this type of work.
Really, what are the cost savings, especially in light of today now with healthcare reform? We really need to show how is this position able to save costs, keeping people in a non-institutional setting. And then on the family side.
The greatest population that we serve are families, and that is typically an 18 to 24-year-old female, single, head of household with 1 to 4 kids making less than $7,000 a year. The property management itself that's a full-time job, just maintaining the asset and the physical, the bricks and sticks, the exterior of the property. That when you have a service coordinator that is really linked to the resident and really tied to knowing what's going on within the walls of the unit, so we call that Know Your Resident. And when you really know what's going on and you can help link them to the services in the community that already exist, that are already being paid for by various funders or by tax dollars. But a lot of our residents don't know how to connect to those services. So without having a designated service coordinator helping our residents connect to those services, they would not be able to take advantage of them. And so then their quality of life is reduced, and the effectiveness of programs that are already existing are not as great.
Well, the service coordinator on the property improves the bottom line because of the reduction costs and turnover. If our average length of residency is improved by, let's say, about 2.4 to 2.5 years, the reduction in turnover cost is as much as 30%. So we find it to have, from a monetary standpoint, an economic standpoint, it is an incredible asset to have a service coordination program on site.
We all know how to fix buildings. We all know how to do leases. What we don't know is what each individual resident needs in their housing in order to stay in that apartment. And so that's the thing that the service coordinator brings us, is the perspective of what that resident needs.
KMG Prestige manages 425 communities with 24,000 units. And of those, about 150 are senior citizen communities. We currently only have 30 service coordinators, and I will tell you the quality of life and the quality of service for our seniors at those those communities far exceeds what we have at the others. And it's our goal to bring service coordination to as many sites as we possibly can.
To know that you're doing these things for the residents that they wouldn't have otherwise, and to understand that this is what you're supposed to be doing. This was what we were called to do when we took HUD properties or affordable properties. I mean, this is just taking care of the residents is what you're supposed to do. And without service coordinators, I don't know how you do it.
At the end of the day, the most rewarding part is hearing that you're appreciated, and I think anybody would love that part too.